Today I am here at 548 El Camino Road in Sedona. Gorgeous property with a lot of room, a lot of privacy, and two different levels that could be used in many different ways. We got little pockets like this with private patio, kind of all over the place. A lot of the bedrooms have their own private spaces. Right as you enter, you have this really cool entry corridor, little foyer, that leads directly into the living room where you're greeted by these beautiful views of all the West Sedona skyline, Thunder Mountain, Chimney Rock, Coffee Pot Rock, Mount Wilson. Over here we have the main living room. It's a pretty big room. It has a lot of natural light. You have these windows up there to make sure you get light from all four directions. As I was saying, you can see there's a lot of little deck area, little patio areas. So you can create a whole bunch of different little spaces, very social spaces. The colors inside are beautiful. We have a nice big kitchen here. I'm going to take you to this first room here. I love how all you can see through the windows are big mature trees. And that's true for every window in this house. So you're never really looking into any neighbors. It feels extremely private. This bedroom has a hallway bath here. It has this really cool tile work, very retro. Obviously you could redo it if you wanted, but I find it super fun. On the other side, this is a staircase to the other level. You have a little hallway sink here for the laundry room. We're walking into the big dresser, walk-in closet. And we have this, again, epic bathroom, epic tile work, huge windows with tons of lights. Really nice tub here. This was the front of the house where we were at earlier. What would be considered the master up here. Obviously, the views right there, just like in the living room. Got also a ton of, you can see Mogollon Rim from here. It's a really beautiful site. A very spacious room. There's an exterior access here with a staircase that goes down with that nice tracks on the deck. We'll take the interior access to go downstairs. That was the big walk-in closet. So we have 2 beds, 2 baths at this top floor level. So there's many ways to go down. There's this interior staircase that closes with a door. In the exterior, on the other side of the garage, There's an exterior pathway that goes there, and then there's a deck also with a driveway over there. So there's 4 accesses to get down here. Very versatile. You can make it 1 big area, you can make it 2 areas. That's really up to you. I love how quiet and peaceful it is. More views from here. Right on the top of this hay that is cut at the perfect height. So that second living room is really big, and it also has another kitchen. It's almost a full kitchen. Now, if you make this whole house into one big house, you don't necessarily need a second countertop like this, and you don't necessarily need some cooktops. Maybe you just keep a wet bar because you want to turn this into a game room. So you want to make sure that your guests have access to their drinks. And this space is big enough that you could potentially enclose it into another bedroom. So once you get rid of this, you have enough room to navigate, and you can make like a small bedroom here, or you can make a small bedroom here. There's a few different ways you could do that. Obviously, you would kind of lose that second giant game room, but it is a possibility. And you have this giant room here. I believe it's the biggest bedroom that they have. You could put 2 king-size beds in here. I personally own a property with 5 bedrooms, and my 5th bedroom is about this size, maybe a bit smaller, and I have 2 king beds in there, and people love it because we can sleep 12. This bedroom has its own laundry, which is great, and another walk-in closet. I would argue that you may not need that closet. And this is an empty space, probably for airflow. You could potentially get rid of this and add a door here. So you have, actually there's a sliding door in here. So that could also be kind of a hallway bathroom instead of being simply, reserved for this bedroom. That access that I showed you an instant ago, it's right here. So maybe open this up. I don't know that you need a door here, and I don't know that you need a door here. And I'll explain why as we walk to this other bedroom. Another big, beautiful bedroom with tons of natural light. This one opens up directly on a pad. You have the hot tub over there. You have all these mature trees. You have peekaboo views in between the trees. Right down there, you have access to the trails, so it's literally in your backyard. This is the access I was pointing you at earlier from the master upstairs. So this is a really cool bedroom here with its own bathroom. Nice sized shower. So let me show you how to add a bedroom here. This is kind of a bonus room, awkward space, but it is a great size. This is definitely the size of a bedroom. And it leads to all the machinery equipment for the house. So here's what I would do. In order to make it a legal bedroom, although you could very well put a bed here and say it's a bedroom, if you want to make it a legal bedroom, This window is too high and it's too small. Now, as you can see, we have quite a bit of ways before we hit the ground level outside. So what you would need to do is make this opening bigger and add a bigger window. You need it to be 42 inches from the floor as per code for safety reasons. And if you do that and you add a closet, and you can see there's a ton of space for closets, could be here, could be here, could be anywhere. You could make that into a bedroom. Now, obviously, this opens up onto another bedroom. And here's what I'm suggesting you do. You don't need this hallway door. So you cancel the hallway door. This bathroom right now is only connected to this bedroom, but this bedroom is huge. So what you would do is you would close this bedroom here, you add a wall all the way to here, to this end. So this bedroom loses perhaps 5 feet of width here, 5-6 feet, but it has a ton of space in the back, and it's not gonna lose any of its windows. You don't even need to redo the windows. You just drywall this up to create a hallway. So that from this hallway, now that the door is gone, you can walk straight into this bedroom without entering this bedroom. And this bathroom now becomes a bathroom for both bedrooms that are right next to it, and also super close to the hallway and where people would come in and out. And potentially you would just add a door here, open the door, and walk into your room. So that to me is the easiest and cheapest way to add a bedroom in this house. And I would personally do it like that. And then here, it would be a little bit more costly, but it would also be possible because you have a nice living room upstairs, you have a nice kitchen upstairs, you have a ton of exterior space, and we're gonna walk out there in a minute. You have a ton of exterior space, so you don't really need a second living room. So if you wanted to have 6 bedrooms, you could do it, and you could still have a little hangout spot downstairs. These are the staircases that go back to the driveway. This is a little walkway that brings you to the hiking trails. It's so amazing to be in Sedona and having a hiking trail in the back. Literally, you walk down here. I'm not gonna take you all the way, but basically on the other side of that little wash is the trail that leads to many other trails. Exterior looks great, stucco, paint, everything looks very fresh, very well maintained. This is a really good spot for a pool. I like it because if you're standing up or you're just sitting here, you can still see the top of Thunder Mountain. So you'd have some views from the pool. That's really cool. You have your hot tub here, of course. Nice covered patio here for exterior lounge. Or over there, all of this space. That is also a really good space for a pool because you're not limited by how big of a pool you can put, all right? You have this nice little fire pit area here. I would totally keep that, maybe make it a little nicer. But see, you have these big trees protecting you, protecting that privacy. You're not seeing any neighbors anywhere. Everybody has acreage in this neighborhood. Large lots around here. So this would be another good spot for the pool because then you could see it from the above deck. That would be really nice too. And from the master. All right. Let me know what you think. I am realizing I forgot to show the garage. So we have a 1-car garage connected to another 1-car garage, which is super cool to have that division, especially with this side having all these big, beautiful windows and trees. That would be an awesome spot for a game room. So if you wanted to convert that downstairs space into another bedroom, you could transfer a game room over here. And this is just, I think this is just a drywall divider. You could also get rid of it if you wanted to make the space one big space.